right, so this will be the last round here of What League Am I In? And I am really interested about today's to see if our attitude about guys is different than it would be about women. Like, do we rate differently for guys than we would women under the premise that, how do I say this without being insensitive? I think that looks for guys, we take criticism better than women do. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. Whew.
Yes.
Before it came out of my mouth, it felt like a cancelable offense.
And I feel like everybody gets criticism, but I do think women are criticized more harshly on their appearance than men, if that makes sense. Which is why we probably take it a little harder because, for instance, like if you go to our Facebook page, very rarely do you see people commenting on your and Mo's appearance in our Facebook videos, but they have no problem telling Abby and I that we look like crackheads that just woke up this morning.
Yeah. And you know what? We are. So they're right.
And I'd like to keep it that way.
Okay.
But also I'm very interested to see if guys rate themselves differently than women do also.
Okay. So you think guys think more highly of themselves?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just asking. That's I think what I'm looking forward to. No, it's not even the theory. I'm just interested to see what they're going to say.
Okay.
All right, so for the last couple of weeks, you guys, and we're probably up to 200 emails from people going, hey, please, Bert Show, rate me. We just can't do this forever, man. And I didn't like it. I started to not like it, to be honest with you. I just didn't like, we got some in that we were ranking them lower than they saw themselves. And I think that was part of what we were doing here is like you wanted to know what league you were in so you weren't stretching when you were out there. But I didn't like being the one telling them that.
You couldn't have felt that out the gate that was going to be an issue.
Did you forget this was your idea?
And it was a bad idea. I think the theory behind it and the actuality of it were two different things for me.
Understandable.
Right.
It always is.
So let's get to these two here. We will start, with Robert. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Pretty good. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Do you prefer Robert or do you prefer Bob or do you prefer Bobby?
Or Rob?
Robert works.
Yeah, this is not a Bob.
He does not have the voice of a Bob.
Looking at this guy's picture, this is not Bob right here. This is certainly Robert or Roberto even.
All right, so before you say anything, we're supposed to rate, right? So we don't get
right.
we don't get our number twisted because we get swayed by that deep, sultry voice and his personality.
Yeah. And then I've got origin story questions, especially for you, because I'm going to be honest with you, your picture pissed me off.
I like your tattoos.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
His picture made you mad.
Yeah, his picture made me mad. Like,
spoiler, he's hot.
And also, tats on a dude is like an instant additional 2 points.
All right, so Bert was asking prior to us coming on the air, and as everybody's putting their numbers down so we can get the average, what celebrity would you say Robert looks like? And for me, and maybe because I just watched Happy Gilmore 2.
I knew you were going to say that.
But the one with the glasses is giving Bad Bunny.
I was thinking Bad Bunny too, right?
All right.
The one with the glasses, is giving Bad Bunny.
I feel that way, but to me, I looked at this guy and instantly I feel like in the back of my mind, I was somewhere in a club in Miami and all I heard was Mr. 305. I'm like, this is Pitbull.
All right, so he did make classic mistakes if you're using these in your dating profile picture based on what Abby has said. These are classic mistakes, like the car selfie.
Yeah, the car selfie isn't always a win, but if you just have one and it's like tastefully sprinkled in there, it's not like a cancelable offense, but the ladies do prefer to see like a photo that's taken out in the wild.
Can I just throw something out there that I just read yesterday about dudes dating profile pics that made me like think of it in a different way, because we always make fun of guys for holding the fish, but that's because it's one of the few times when it's acceptable for men to ask other men to take photos of them.
Aww.
And so car selfies and stuff like that, or maybe because dudes, there's not a culture where it's okay for dudes to ask other dudes to take photos of them, which made me like have a lot more leeway for car selfies and fish photos.
That is an interesting observation.
Yeah.
Okay, something good is going to come out of this. Okay, so we've already submitted our numbers, so we're going to get to those in a second, but I'm telling, dude, I mean, in one of these pictures, he's got a car selfie going on, but he's got his flannel-ish type shirt wide open, showing a chiseled chest with this badass tattoo that goes from his neck down in between his bosom.
I got
Bosom.
Okay, Betty White.
I got a question about the tattoo because he's sending a couple of mixed messages. He's wearing a cross necklace, and then that badass tattoo is a damn scary picture of the devil. What is up with that?
People get that. People ask me that a lot, but the necklace is actually a gift from my passed away grandma, so
Wow.
that's why I wear it. But the tattoo is all me.
Okay.
Have you ever been with a girl and you open up your shirt and you scared the hell out of her?
No, but I think that's the main talking point of my dating profile.
Okay. If you're getting to that point right there with somebody, if that's the icebreaker, you're doing okay. You're doing all right. And then there's another picture here. I can't quite tell what the bottom of the picture is, but it's you with a bunch of trees behind you. You got your hat on backwards, your sunglasses, and dude, you got like 7% body fat. Clearly you're taking care of yourself fitness wise. You're chiseled, just buff. So that's why I looked at these pictures and I'm like, this guy. But also you got to remember, it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. Some of the most beautiful people that I know are super, super insecure. So I think if you're really, really secure, then you don't send a picture like this. Correct.
Or
any picture.
Or maybe you are like super full of yourself and you think highly of yourself and you want to know if we match the same high number that you have.
Dating wise, dude, how do you do out there in the wild?
I do great.
Yeah, you do.
Why are we here?
He sure does.
I do great. Go ahead and tell me my high number.
So why did you send the picture then in the first place? I'm just really curious.
Well, I think I've spent time living in Miami and I've spent time living on the coast of California. So sometimes my view of good looking can be skewed, but I don't have any problems in the dating world. I'm just curious as to what others may see.
I will concur with this. This is true, man. Living in some different cities, everybody just seems so good looking that there's so much pressure that you forget, like in another one of these cities, I'm an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, like in Doraville, I'm one number. In Miami, I'm a different number.
Dude, walking through the streets of New York City, I was like, is this Fashion Week? Is someone filming? Because everyone was beautiful and they were normal people and I was a mountain troll, like just strolling the streets of New York City. I'm like, mommy, come pick me up.
Here's the good news about New York is nobody cares. Nobody even saw you. All right, so let's go around the room here. Tommy, you have the numbers. Let's go.
All right. First score, Robert, is an 8. Second score is a 9. Third score is an 8. Next score is a 7. Then an 8. And rounding it out with a 7, which adds to a total of 47. Divide that by the number of votes, and you get 7.8. We'll put you at an 8.
So I believe since we've been doing this, that is the highest number we have given.
I think so.
I think so.
But this just blows my mind on the perspective. Like, whoever put you as a 7 to me, I'm like, how this man, I mean, I gave you a 9. Like, you're not a 7 in my mind. Someone else you are, which is fair. But that to you shows you like how much of a range there is when people are looking at other people and rating attractiveness.
And I gave you an 8. I only didn't give you a 9 because I'm jealous.
Okay, you have to put your feelings aside when rating somebody.
So that's a straight 8 then. Robert, what did you rate yourself?
I rated myself a 7.8.
No.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He really did.
Wow.
Good for you. Well, continued success out there, you good looking guy.
Congratulations on your hotness.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Robert. Thanks, man. See you now. Yeah, I think the F word came out of my mouth when I looked at the email. I saw the picture. I'm like,
You have just as many abs as he does. Y'all like Costco for abs. You buy them in bulk.
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, so let's move on to Jerry now. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
How
Good
you
morning,
doing?
everyone.
How are you? How are you today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. All right. I'm very interested to see how this one goes as well.
right, so everybody's writing down their numbers before we speak to Jerry and get any more about his personality. Once again, Bert asked us during the commercial break, all right, look at these pictures. What celebrities does it remind you of? And for me, when I looked at Jerry's photo, especially the one of him sitting on the staircase next to the brick wall, looking off into the distance.
Very pensive.
Very pensive. You remind me of a young Michael K. Williams. He played Chalky from Boardwalk Empire, of course, minus the giant scar across the face because you ain't got that going on. But that's what I felt.
Anybody else?
I looked at him and I was like, this is Coleman Domingo. I was like, very, very handsome, very, very like polished and put together.
A young Coleman Domingo, though.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Yes, this is another one of these pictures that I took a look at, and I'm like, what's this dude got to be insecure about, man? Because you're a really, really good-looking dude, man. So let's go around the room, and then we're going to talk about your origin story, because I do know a little bit about you that made me understand why you sent the picture. What do we got, Tommy?
All right, we've got first vote, a 7. Second vote, a 9. Next, 7. 8.5. 8. And rounding out with an 8. That adds up to 47.5. Divide that by the number of votes. And you're a 7.9, another 8 now.
Another 8. So isn't this interesting, right? What did you rank yourself, Jerry?
I rated myself a 6.
6.
Jerry!
He told me that yesterday. I'm like, you've been a little humble.
Yeah. The rest of the world, I assure you, looks-wise, is going to see yourself very differently. Jerry also told us that he's going through a divorce, and he's been going through a divorce for about a year after almost 13 years of marriage. So he's out there now, and he's wondering where he stood league-wise. You might be undershooting, bro.
I don't know. After the divorce, I was kind of devastated. Kind of lost a piece of myself.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Jerry.
Yeah, that happens. There's never a more insecure point in your life than when you lose it. That's your roots, your family roots. And when that goes away, you see the whole world differently. I've been there, man. So I get it. I understand why you sent that picture.
Yeah, thanks.
You're all right though. I can hear it in your voice too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you had a lot of confidence beforehand, but you don't sound like you got that mojo right now.
I will say, in addition to being rated an 8, you're obviously like emotionally intelligent. I mean, you're on national radio being vulnerable. I'm sorry about your divorce, but let me tell you, when you bring that emotional vulnerability out on your dates, damn, you just shot to a 10.
Yeah, man.
And make sure you always wear those plaid pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good, dude. You look really, really good, man. Go out there with some confidence, and I'm sorry about the divorce. I know how painful that is, but it gets better. It just gets better.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, my dude. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Super interesting, right?
All right, so we're done with that, right?
We are.
Okay.
We are.
I felt like we did some good.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and initially that's what this thing was.
Hey, remember
Workers in Gaza are doing good.
I think we did very good with the last guy also. He's seeing himself as a 6 because he's going through all this mess with a divorce, and dude can go out there with some confidence. So some helped, some didn't. But it did go about the way I thought. There were some that were thinking way better about themselves, and others, again, you just see yourself so differently, and that can't help but affect how you look at yourself physically as well.
The Bert Show.